It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and Gang Green, and it comes your way next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And now the kick is away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick-6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He dumps it off for Henry. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
It's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They go play action with Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Chester Rogers. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Derrick Henry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A toss left. Henry. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Henry. Running right through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Tannehill. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there in this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield anywhere they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tannehill. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Pulling good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff for Carter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Throwing is Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he will have a first down as they get into the red at the 37.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Carter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jets on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Wilson. Dancing to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath, and he'll get it down here to the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Oh, yeah. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Coleman now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second half starts with a run by Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he finds Tyler Croft. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield. A big play that time on a catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's to the former Titan, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Carter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They can lock him together there in breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A toss left side for Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Touchdown! That's caught. Elijah Moore from 8 yards out, and the Jets have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Muscles him off. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. First down carry for Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 2, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And the grab by Croft. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 11. Another tote for Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run with Carter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.